You know what? I'm just gonna throw it out there right now. Every single person watching this video has at least 2 grandmas. And don't tell me that they're dead. Okay, there's no excuse. I want every single one of them in both a mini skirt and my sweatshop immediately. I just need a couple more cursors to be able to close the orbit. And this cookie, very much like your grandmother, not gonna finger itself. Wow, that is probably the worst joke of this video. What's up, guys? Welcome to Cookie Clicker, a game that I'm sure many of you have played before, or at the very least heard of, because not only was it the original addictive clicker game, but also like one of the biggest Flash games ever made. And what you may not know is that this game has been getting regularly updated for 8 years. It was recently released on Steam, and I barely recognized it. A whole lot has changed in the world of clicking cookies. So I may not have much of an idea what's in store for us here, but at least I can safely say that we're gonna be building an empire with a great cookie at its foundation. Like, it's not even chocolate chip, it's chocolate chunk. No oatmeal, raisin, high fiber bullshit for us. You know, I want my customers to lose feet from the diabetes. Oh, come to think of it, we need to savor this oh so satisfying first click. Oh yeah, that's the good stuff. Now we're baking, or waking and baking. I didn't think those were the kind of cookies that I was making. Then again, I am Canadian, so it's not illegal. Oh my god, this music. I had a feeling it was gonna be good, because I heard it was made by the same person or people who went on to make Minecraft music. And you could definitely tell, but it's like cookies for your ears. Okay, so now I can afford a cursor, which will auto-click once every 10 seconds. That seems like a good way of spending 15 cookies. Yeah, finger my cookie. Okay, it's a game about baking, all right? Can we please just not take everything out of context in the comments one time? Your first batch goes to the trash. The neighborhood raccoon barely touches it. Okay, that's probably for the best, to be perfectly honest. I don't really want a trash panda to be high as a kite hanging around the back of my establishment. But that's just gonna bring a whole bunch of unwanted attention to the place. And considering the green cookies will likely not be the most morally or legally questionable thing that we're gonna do here, I should also really not be handing out these cookies to my family. You have got to be kidding me right now. Oh, come on. You gotta be more careful with these things. They're a hazard, to say the least. Your cookies are popular in the neighborhood. Great, I'm like the Snoop Dogg of Girl Scouts. All right, well, now I can afford Grandma. I'm sorry, what? A nice grandma to bake more cookies. Okay, I guess we're getting into the human trafficking business. Hey, I got myself a grandma. That skirt's a little short, don't you think, Granny? Hold up a second, is her name Cookie? And she's 98 years old? Just shaking like a leaf. Usually when you get into the human trafficking business, you get them young, because then they'll last longer. Cookie is no spring chicken. I don't know how much work we're gonna be able to get out of her. So we might want to expand and get a couple more grandmas. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we've added Warty, age 101, Jesus Christ, and Granny, age 97. That's just great. Oh, here we go. People are starting to talk about your cookies, but not the granny-fueled sweatshop that's making them, hopefully. You see, Granny's got the right idea. Yeah, technically it's indentured servitude, which is a little ironic because you 4 wear dentures. I'm sorry. Helen, how did you get in here? I didn't buy a 4th granny. You're a little old to be reproducing, don't you think? Holy cookies, they're making me a cookie every second. Like, I'm not clicking right now. They're moving so fast that you'd swear they're working on high-octane gasoline, not Metamucil. Oh, I can afford myself a cookie farm now. Excuse me? Grows cookie plants from cookie seeds. All right, yeah, sure, who am I to argue? If anything, I'm seeing some real potential here, because once the grannies expire, and they will, then we can use them as fertilizer for the cookie farms. And then the cookie farms will help us get something else, I would imagine. We should probably buy more cookie farms and more cursors, and yeah, you can see how things get addicting. I've also got an auto clicker just waiting in the wings, but right now I'm enjoying taking my time, to be perfectly honest. I'd like to introduce you guys to Stinky, Cookie Senior, Nan, Meemaw, Gertrude, Phyllis, Muriel, and Helen Jr. Together, they are now making me 102 cookies per second. I'm sure the farms are contributing quite a bit to that, but it's raining cookies over here. And we've also got a bit of a milk problem. Not sure where the milk is coming from. Please tell me we're not milking the grandmas. That does not sound good. I don't have any cows on this farm. Can we maybe have an entire orbit of cursors around the cookie? I feel like that'd be pretty good. Let's work our way up to that. I'm barely doing any clicking, honestly. I just like sitting here and letting the machine do its own work. That's how a real boss works. I don't know what these achievements are for anymore, but apparently I'm so baked right now. I'm just trying to have my cookie orbited by fingers, but it's proving to be harder than I thought. I'm even getting to work myself. I broke out the auto clicker and I'm trying, but just can't quite get there. Work faster, grannies, damn it. You know what? I'm just gonna throw it out there right now. Every single person watching this video has at least 2 grandmas. And don't tell me that they're dead. Okay, there's no excuse. I want every single one of them in both a mini skirt and my sweatshop immediately. I just need a couple more cursors to be able to close the orbit. And this cookie, very much like your grandmother, not gonna finger itself. Wow, that is probably the worst joke of this video. I hate that I laugh at the old stupid things that I say. There we go, the orbit is complete. But at what cost, honestly? Well, the manual clicking and the auto clicking and the baking and the farming and the mining, it's all going well enough, but I'm a little concerned about the height of this milk. It's definitely rising, right? So what happens once it reaches my cookie? I would imagine that's delicious, but probably not good for business, right? Oh, hold on. I also have upgrades. Okay. So I can make both the cursor orbit and my clicking twice as effective for 100 cookies. Yeah, easy. Mouse cursor are twice as effective for 500 cookies. Yep, let's upgrade those grandmas. I like it, I like it. Even more clicks, Yeah, I'm just gonna buy all of it. All of it sounds pretty good. Hello there, strange mystery golden cookie. Should I click on you? What exactly? Oh, lucky, I got 19,000 cookies, just found them on the ground. Easy enough. I'm gonna assume that we left behind the whole green cookie idea from earlier. It was good, it's got our foot in the door, but it's just not nearly enough weed in the world for this many cookies. And my fields are growing cookies and not crops, so it just doesn't make any sense. Oh, I've got enough money. I can now buy a cookie factory. Interesting, produces large quantities of cookies. Don't mind if I do. I don't think anybody would mind if we pollute the atmosphere with just a few million tons of cookie carcinogenic chemicals, right? Like, you really don't want to know what's coming out of those candy cane smokestacks. Also, I upgraded the grannies and half of them turned into farmers. So we're diversifying the workforce for what it's worth. I mean, they're probably gonna die tomorrow. We meet again, strange golden cookie. What have you got for me this time? Oh, clicking frenzy. Okay, yeah, we're in the millions now, baby. Wait, what? Just a couple seconds ago, I was having a hard time breaking 100,000 cookies. Now we have 6.8 million cookies. Where do you even put that many cookies? I'll be damned, they actually answer that question. You store them in a cookie bank, duh. Wait, generates cookies from interest. Wow, okay, yeah, now we're really working our way through cookie capitalism. I'm telling you guys right now, this is really the American dream. Like, 1 minute, you've got a 98-year-old woman named Cookie handcuffed to a radiator baking for you, and then the next, you own the world's bank. I think this may be my new favorite game to play. Honestly, it's just so ridiculous. Even if I'm making tens of thousands of cookies per second, and then my cookies are making cookies, I'm still really concerned about this milk. Like, it's definitely rising. I'm not losing my mind, right? It's almost up past the banks. Is this supposed to be like some kind of allegory for climate change? I'm ruining the planet with my rampant cookie production? No, it couldn't be. I don't need to be responsible. I need more grandmas. That's the problem. Why did it turn to chocolate milk? I like chocolate milk. That's fine. Okay, more farming grandmas. Well, when do we get mining grandmas? But we actually did end up getting there in the end. Miner grandmas. Grandmas are twice as efficient. Mines gain plus 1% CPS per 2 grandmas. CPS stands for cookies per second. It's lingo in the business. All right, well, I guess we're gonna increase the workforce, diversify, so on and so forth. I like it. I know beggars can't be choosers when it comes to the cookie gods, but I could really use another one of those clicking blitzes or any other golden cookie shenanigans that may happen. Like, I need to save up 20 million cookies to get a set of stairs. I don't know, what could possibly come after controlling all of the world's banks? Like, you have the entire world's economy under your floury baking thumb. Oh, there we go. Okay, I'll take it. I got frenzy. Yes, perfect. Thank you. Perfect timing. Even though it didn't increase my clicking like previously. No, this is the passive one. So all my passive cookie makers, the grandmas, they're working more efficiently. I mean, it might get me up to 20 million, but I really friggin' doubt it. Just shy of 15 million cookies. Are you kidding me right now? What do I look like, some kind of Pillsbury peasant? I don't understand. How am I supposed to get up to 20 million? Other than just sitting here and waiting, I guess. The waiting game doesn't play particularly well when your workforce's average age is 108. I'm not gonna ask how this is supposed to be news headline worthy, but I'm happy that the quote is attributed to Grandma. If it was attributed to Pimp, then it'd be a very different story. Finally, 20 million cookies later, and we can get ourselves a temple. Am I gonna make cookies a religion full of precious ancient chocolate? But it doesn't say anything about producing cookies. Weird. All right, I'll take one anyway. Well, everything seems fine. I gotta be honest with you guys. I thought building some kind of Incan cookie temple was gonna bring an end to the world, but the chocolate milk hasn't risen. Everything seems okay. I'm getting some kind of sketchy news headlines every now and then. Let's see if I can catch one real quick. Cookie farms release harmful chocolate in our rivers, says scientist. Cookie factories involved in chocolate weather controversy. Chocolate mine goes awry, floods village in chocolate. It'll all be over soon. Scientist predicts imminent cookie-related end of the world becomes joke among peers. Pagan rituals on the rise as children around the world dress up in strange costumes and blackmail homeowner. Oh, it's Halloween. But you get my point, right? Like, maybe I'm just being paranoid, but there seems to be an awful lot of cookie-related doomsday in the news, and I don't know how I feel about it. Then again, it could be worse. They could cover my new child labor policy. Factories are twice as efficient for 6.5 million cookies. I thought child labor was cheap. Ladies, I personally invested a lot of cookies into those factory toddlers, so I'm gonna need some of you to go supervise them. That's why we're gonna have ourselves some factory grandmas. We've come so far on our little cookie journey, and like, I need more. Like, who would have thought that becoming a cookie millionaire would just make you want to become a cookie billionaire? It's proven to be really difficult. Like, I just did the math. Right now, I'm getting 1 million cookies about every 7 or 8 seconds. So to get 330 million cookies, which is what we need to unlock whatever the hell the next thing is, it's gonna take about 40 minutes. Really don't want to sit here for 40 minutes, so I need to find a shortcut. I don't know if the upgrades are gonna get it though. And I've tried praying to the golden cookie gods, but I'm being ignored, so I don't know what to do. Well, this is interesting. Not just the fact that I'm gonna buy kitten helpers who can say, meow, may I help you? They're gonna work great with the child laborers in the cookie factories. Well, because they're giving me more cookies per second based off of how much milk I have. So is the milk a good thing? I feel like I have a whole lot of milk. Should I give, oh no, there was a guy, I missed the golden, god damn it. I seriously can't believe this right now. Okay, I'm well aware that I'm cheating. Like, when using an auto clicker, it means my only 2 jobs are to say funny things and click on the friggin' golden cookies when they appear, and I only did half of my job. So now I just need to sit here and wait, even though I might be able to do something with my child kitten-fueled factories. Thank you. The cookie gods have not forsaken me yet, which is surprising considering all the terrible, terrible things I've done in their name. But we're now up to 87 million cookies thanks to that golden frenzy, and I should be able to spend some of that on Sweatshop. Literal Sweatshop. Factories are twice as efficient. So, what, were the kids just thinking it was daycare up until now? I'll take it either way. I have no doubt there's at least a couple people who are going to be eager to judge me based on my child labor practices, but at the same time, I don't think you realize just how reliant I am on them. Right now, they're making me about 100,000 cookies per second, which is hard to put into context, but it's 60% of my total income. It's more than the grannies and the fields and the mines and the banks and the temple and the clicking combined. So I'm not getting rid of these kids anytime soon. Well, the bad news is it's been another 10 minutes and we only have only 135 million cookies, I know. Well, the good news is eventually we're gonna get a wizard tower, which I can only imagine means we're gonna go to war against the Keebler elves. Factory-made cookies linked to obesity, huh? Yeah, who do I have to hire to kill a journalist? This might end up being a huge mistake, but I'm getting impatient. For 70 million cookies, I can get banker grandmas, which will make my banks more efficient, and I would assume my grandma's more efficient? What do you ladies say? Do you want to go work at a bank? Oh, surprise, surprise, of course you do. Why do I get the feeling the wizard towers aren't gonna come with wizards? Like, I'm gonna have to upgrade grannies to wizards. Or at least after I've upgraded them to committing human sacrifices in my temples. I don't know, I gotta please the cookie god somewhere. But either way, we got 330 million cookies. Finally! Give me my wizard tower. Apparently summons cookies with magic spells. Okay, that's pretty sweet. You down there? Oh yeah, look at you. You kinda just look like a stony dick. In retrospect, it probably would have been more cookie efficient to get like half a dozen temples and maybe a couple upgrades as opposed to one wizard erection, but at the same time, like, I want to try to get as far as possible. I want to get as many new things for us to see as I can. I kind of also want to finish things off by closing out this second clicker orbit. I get 1, 2, 3, 4... Oh, we're so close. Okay, come on now. You can't do me like that. I just need a couple million more cookies. I feel like some kind of cookie crack addict, but that's far behind us, okay? We don't do that anymore. We're clean now. We do things the right way. There we go. Of mice and men. I like the sound of that. Alright, you know what, I think that's gonna be it for this episode of Cookie Clicker, guys. It was a pretty straightforward clicker game so far, but it's like I said, it's been expanded on, it's been added to so much that I just really don't know where it's gonna go, and I want to find out. If you guys want to see more, as always, be sure to leave a like in the video, leave a comment letting me know, and maybe I'll return to put grandmas into even weirder working conditions, or just have the world wiped out by a milk apocalypse. Thanks so much for watching this video, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.